It's around 10 p.m. on October 10th, 2017. Janice Esposito is 43 years old. She's driving down the street near her home in Long Island, New York. She approaches an intersection and begins to make a left turn. Another vehicle crashes into her. Around the corner, a 64-year-old retired teacher, Pete DePinto Sr., is getting ready for bed when he hears the sound of this crash. Collisions are common at this intersection, and so, almost as a routine, Pete jumps into action. When he arrives at the scene, he finds that one of the drivers is already outside of her car. But then, he sees Janice. Now, there are no serious injuries, and certainly this crash is not fatal. But Janice is in shock. She doesn't know where she is. She doesn't realize where her vehicle has come to rest. Her van is sitting directly over the railroad tracks of an active commuter train system. Janice got lucky and survived that first collision, but if she doesn't get off those tracks, she won't survive the second one. Arriving on the scene, Pete already knows what will happen if someone doesn't act quickly. He tries to open the door on the driver's side, but it's jammed shut from the accident. As he makes his way to the passenger side, that's when he hears the bells. The lights are flashing, the gates are lowering, the train is on its way. Pete throws open the passenger door and grabs Janice by the arms. 6 seconds later, the vehicle is gone. But Janice and Pete are not. Pete DePinto Sr. was awarded the Carnegie Medal for his heroic acts. These medals are awarded to civilians who voluntarily risk their life, knowingly, to an extraordinary degree while saving or attempting to save the life of another person. Pete DePinto Sr. was 6 seconds away from making the ultimate sacrifice for a complete stranger. He stared death down the tracks and valued Janice Esposito's life over his own. As children, and even as adults, we may fantasize about moments like this. The moment where life calls upon you to be a hero, and for you to rise to that occasion. You think you would do the right thing at the exact right time, and maybe, just maybe, save the day. But in reality, the odds are, for the average person, this moment, it will never come. So if your plan is to wait around for your chance to be a hero, then get comfortable. And while you're comfortable, turn on the news for 5 minutes. And for 5 minutes, you'll see stories of pain and suffering. Stories of waste and pollution. Stories of poverty and hunger. The world is in great need, and so you are needed. Did you know that 75.1% of all Americans do not volunteer even a single hour in an entire year? According to the Urban Institute, the value of every volunteer hour is $22.13. That means that if everyone in the United States who doesn't currently volunteer put in just one single hour of volunteerism, it would generate an additional $4.3 billion of humanitarian impact in the United States alone. But those are just numbers. And maybe their size and scope are truly hard to internalize. So to really understand the impact of volunteerism, please remember where it happens. In the cancer ward of a children's hospital. The polluted watersheds affecting communities downstream. Shelter and warmth for a veteran who just wants a safe place to sleep. The world could use your help. But if you're going to help, you need to realize that volunteerism, it means sacrifice. Many of these moments of despair are far from the comforts of your home, and so it's easier to sleep in, it's easier to binge watch TV, it's just plain easier not to volunteer. But whether you can see it or not, the world needs you the same. It is an unfortunate reality that the betterment of humanity requires sacrifice. Voluntarily giving away what we cherish, even for a greater cause, is difficult. I accept that life is not easy. Decisions must be made, and so sacrifices as well. So how do you drive yourself and others to do this important work? What are some tips that can make volunteering easier? Here are 3 to get you started. Number 1, be realistic with your expectations of a volunteer experience. Volunteering isn't a theme park. It's not a night at the carnival. Volunteering won't be easy or without challenges. Even small things like you may not know where to park, it's probably going to be disorganized, might even smell funny. But putting another person's interests before your own, it's not always convenient. So if you set your expectations a little lower, maybe you'll feel a little less frustrated during those hiccups, and maybe the day will go a little smoother. Number 2, use cognitive reframing. Cognitive reframing is a way of viewing or experiencing events or emotions to find a more positive alternative. For example, instead of saying I have to volunteer, say I get to volunteer. I don't have to interact with a bunch of strangers. I get to meet new people and understand my community. I don't have to give up my Saturday. I get to live my beliefs because I'm tired of apathy and I don't want to be part of it. I don't have to do anything. I get to. Number 3, ask people to join you. Volunteer work can have its boring moments, but doing stuff together, that can create memorable shared experiences. It also increases your own accountability and amplifies the impact of your volunteer work. The more people you bring along, the more good you can do as a group. You most likely will not come across a single moment in your life where you can save a person from certain death. Many of us never will. But over the course of your life, your impact can add up. Saving a life doesn't have to happen all at once. Volunteering 1 hour, 1 meal, 1 smile at a time. One of those things can be the turning point for another person in need. And even when the turning point happens for someone that you helped, it might not earn you a medal. In fact, you may not get any recognition at all. But sometimes, that's just part of being a hero.
Hey guys, it's Paul from Because I Said I Would. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more personal development videos like what you just saw. And if you want to support the character education initiatives that we're doing here at Because I Said I Would, one of the best ways you can do that, go to store.becauseisaidiwould.org. We have all sorts of things, books, stickers, apparel. Got this beautiful hoodie that I'm wearing right now. And it all, of course, goes to a great cause. 100% goes to charity. Before I go, I just want to ask a question. What's the nicest thing that a stranger ever did for you? Leave that in the comments and hope to see you back here soon. Thanks.